Hello, welcome back to Chapter 13, Section 3. We're doing the guided practice problems on page 947, and we're going to use the unit circle to find the exact value of these trigonometric functions. And again, as always, you need parentheses. It's a function, so we use parentheses for the input. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to find the angle. Here's 150 degrees for number 10. If it's the sine, you give me the y-coordinate. If it's the cosine, you give me the x-coordinate. If it's the tangent, you take the y divided by the x. So I'll say y, x, and this is y divided by the x. And if you did it the right way, you already wrote the tangent on there. This one's cotangent, which is the reciprocal of tangent, so this is going to be the x divided by the y. So when we get to that one, we'll have to be a little tricky. It's not on my unit circle, but we can figure it out. All right, so let's find 150 degrees. I go around, 150 degrees is right here. The sine is the y-coordinate. The y-coordinate of the point that goes on the unit circle next to 150 degrees is 1/2. So this is just equal to 1/2. And that's all you gotta do. Find the y-coordinate. I'm going to do these out of order. I'm going to do the cosine next. I'll move this over so you can see both of them. Let's find 2 pi over 3. Now it's in radians, so I'm going to be looking for the radian measures. Here's pi over 3. Here's 2 pi over 3. Cosine goes with the x-coordinate. So the x-coordinate is negative 1/2. And that's all there is to that. So sine and cosine are easy. You just read the x for cosine, y for sine. Tangent, in preparing our unit circle, I asked you to go ahead and do the y divided by x and write that down. So I already have that one. 315 degrees. Going around, here's 315 degrees. The tangent is the y divided by the x. These are both the same except this one's negative. Any number divided by itself equals 1. And since it's negative, a negative divided by a positive is negative. The tangent of 315 degrees is -1. So those are pretty straightforward. Cotangent, we need to find tangent and then take the reciprocal. So move this back around. I know how awkward this is. So first let's find 11 pi over 6. So here's pi over 6, 2 pi over 6, 3 pi over 6, going all the way around. Here's 11 pi over 6, also known as 330 degrees. Okay. Now, the tangent is negative square root of 3 over 3. But keep in mind that that was rationalized. It's actually -1 over square root of 3. It's the -1 in the numerator divided by the square root of 3 in the denominator. The 2's reduce. To find the cotangent, I take the x and divide it by the y. Again, the 2's are going to reduce. So I could write it like this. Square root of 3 over 2 divided by, like a complex fraction, -1 over 2. And the 2's are going to be eliminated. This just becomes square root of 3 divided by -1, which is negative square root of 3. Now that is the reciprocal of this, except you just have to remember that this is the rationalized form. The tangent of 11 pi over 6, when it's not rationalized, is -1 over the square root of 3. So if I find the reciprocal of that, I get square root of 3 over -1, also known as negative square root of 3. And that's it. That was a pretty short video, shorter than my usual ones.